Welcome. Welcome to Wins News. I'm your friend and host Amit Roy. Today I came with a shocking news that Yevgeny Prigozhin is dead in a plane crash. Well, I want to go to explain my analysis on that. How Russia would be in jeopardy and China would be in jeopardy right now. Who will be the beneficiaries of this incident? Certainly India will be one. Now I want to tell you before that, please like me and subscribe me. Now Yevgeny Prigozhin was a mafia. He started his career as a mafia, then financer of Wagner army. And the man also died with him is Woodkin. He was a GRU commander, Lieutenant Colonel, I think. He was a man who was giving training. He was a ruthless man. And these are the apparent stories. And I saw in the television that his plane was shot. A lot of people are saying Russian air defense have shot him down. The moment I saw it, one picture came into my mind. That is Lin Piao, China's Lin Piao, and how Mao killed him. Similar things. While he was flying back to Russia, how Chinese air defense killed Lin Piao. Now this is the question. Now any communist society is a dictatorial society. It is thriving only on violence and terror. There is nothing else. Putin is a violent man. Most of his opponents, whoever is living abroad, have been killed by his murderer forces. Polonium and other dangerous elements are found in their body. And this is a KGB culture. Unless you toe their line, you are obliterated, erased. Now, Prigozhin was one of them. He was a cook and later he became a financier of this infamous Wagner army, who was not in control of apparent control of Russian armed forces. It was sort of, communist Putin's and oligarchs' personal army. And they used to work in Africa, Syria, etc. Mali. Now, is it the end of Wagner army? That's the question. And number two, how is the end of Putin? Now Putin's end is very visible. Very, very visible. Now Putin is riding a tiger, And now it's so many infights. Now Russian culture and communist culture is like that. They play one against the other. That's whoever is not present is always criticized in their inner circle. That's how Stalin did. Stalin always played one against another. And similarly, Putin, as a strong Stalinist, would have done the similar things because tactics haven't changed. And whatever the lofty strategy they had, that has been screwed so badly. Now, Wagner Group fought in Bakhmut and did so many atrocities in Ukraine. Now, Putin has totally lost Ukraine war. Now, because one more thing, two things I have striking in my mind. One is the Americans are giving F-16. Any Russian plane is not capable to handle F-16 and AMRAAMs. Take it in writing. An American plane F-16 is much superior than any other Russian forces. Any other Russian plane, airplane. So Russians knew there will be a total disaster is coming. Number two, Putin. Putin is I don't know how much control he has, how much life force he has. He is living on, biotechnology. Similar, one more thing has been interestingly happening. That is, China has been collapsing. Xi Jinping didn't go to BRICS. They have tremendous discontent in their rocket forces. They have changed their generals. The economy is in shambles. And China is not planning to attack, not in a position to attack anybody right now. Possibly not in near future also. Now, this will definitely benefit India, more Russians are weakened, more China will be weakened. Now there will be civil war, definite civil war. Now what this Wagner army will do? They are not in control of Russian forces, it seems. If they are in control of Russians and Putin, he would have killed Prigozhin. Prigozhin is their mercenary. The Russians are always, communists are always clicking against one against another and trying to grab power. And they want to establish themselves in the power. Similarly, China, North Korea, they're running dog. So this is the story. Now, I think Wagner army many would defect to the Americans or Ukrainians. I don't know what will be the fate of Wagner army in Africa. Their operations will be certainly very jeopardized after the Prigozhin's death because their top has been removed. Now, what Shoigu would do and others would do, I don't know. Because their spokesperson daughter is exhibiting her body in Dubai. So you can see their mindset. They talk about lofty things, ideals, Leninism, blah, 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 and look what they're doing. Similarly, China. China's days, communist China's days are very numbered. It will not reach anywhere they wanted. Like 3 wars plan, many war plans, achieving #1 economy very soon. That is not going to happen. They are screwed so badly. Their economies are functioning. Many companies are taking out their investments from China. So China is very much afraid of sanctions also from the United States and others. If the sanction comes, China will be in no way, showing their red eyes to others. Besides, there's tremendous discontent in China. Joblessness is growing. So that is another point. And now Putin's tiger will definitely eat Putin. And Russia will be in total disarray. Now, it has been seen the Russian army is always defecting one side and others. They are not so patriotic army this is also communist army, like PLA. So which general is important? What will happen? And because it is now written on the wall, Putin's days are gone. He is waiting in front of his coffin. Now, this, you see, this open exhibition of blatant terror attack in front of the television. He took down Prigozhin. It shows that he is so weak. And a lot of conspiracies are brewing inside Russia. So I don't know what will happen right now. And Prigozhin's death has opened many Pandora's box. What Peskov is doing, what others are doing. So this has to be taken into consideration. Biden has said that was going to happen, Prigozhin's death was not much surprise to many people. That's how communists work. You the one and then throw it away. And someone will conspire against your leadership. Leadership will conspire against somebody. They need some perceived enemy. They lost war in Ukraine also. So this is my humble submission. Please like me and subscribe me. Best wishes. And I will also say, Indians, better change your side. Better change your side. Do not rub shoulder with the Russians. And do not kneel down in front of communist China now. Go and do and show whatever you are capable of doing. Don't dare paper tigers. This is the thing I am going to expose. Thank you very much again for patient hearing. Please like me and subscribe me.